talked to you right when you were starting practice that there were some questions about the outfield, just as far as who's going to fill those holes. What have you come up with, and how comfortable are you with the outfield?
We'll have 3 of them out there. Maybe 3 guys. Actually, we're still working on it, but we've got some guys that are stepping up. Thomas Brittle, I think, has done a really nice job in center field, and I feel comfortable with him out there. Got a couple other guys that I think are playing really well. Tyler Slayton is a freshman, has looked real good in the preseason here. Brad Felder's come along every day. So we got some guys that are stepping up a little bit. I think Joey Costigan, Mike Triller, Dominic Atanasio, and Garrett Bulwer can also play out there, and Phil Pohl. So we got some guys to choose from. We're just going to have to try to find the right combination as the season goes on.
And I guess that's what you tell them is, hey, if you're not starting on Friday, that doesn't necessarily mean that you won't be starting in 3 weeks.
Absolutely. It's been like that every year. Not necessarily the starting lineup at the beginning is always the starting lineup at the end of the season. So everybody's got to keep on playing. Everybody's got to keep on pushing each other to make each other better. And the guys that are going to be playing on Friday got to continue to keep on pushing themselves to make their spot more comfortable. But I want everybody to be on edge. I want everybody to come down here every day and think they got a chance to play.
How does the weekend rotation look right now?
We'll go Brady on Friday, and we'll go Dominic Leone on Saturday, and on Sunday we'll go Dave Hazelton.
What has Hazelton then kind of earned that 3rd spot in the rotation?
Yeah, he's a 4th year. He's a 4th year starter. His our letterman. He's got experience. He's really come on strong. His attitude's good. He's been working extremely hard. He throws strikes. He puts the ball in play. He's a strike thrower. His walk to 9 innings is tremendous. He might have 1 walk during that course of time or less, and he's been really good that way. I think we play better behind him, and I think right now he's our 3rd starter. He's our other guy we've got to throw out on the mound and give him an opportunity to show what he can do.
What a great story for Kevin, being that what he's went through to get back in this situation. Can you talk about him and what he's done to get back?
Well, Kevin's been through a lot of adversity. He lost his father a couple years back with cancer. He's had an arm injury last year. He was drafted last year, decided to come back to school, which is a great thing for us and for him. And he's been one of those guys that you want to see do well. He's been through some tough times, but he's also handled them extremely well. And he's a special ed major. He's got a big heart. He's one of those guys that you like to see down here every day. He's got a smile on his face. He competes, holds himself to a high standard, and he's getting better and better every time out. And I'm excited about seeing him out there on Friday night, and got a lot of confidence in him.
What do you want to see these first 3 games that we're after Sunday's over? You can say, okay, we're off to a good start. We've got a little momentum to get this thing going.
I want to see 3 wins. I want to see, but it's going to be a good challenge for us. UAB's got a good ball club. They're well coached, and they had a good season last year, and they got some experienced pitchers coming back, some junior college kids. So it'll be a good, be a good experience for us, and it'll be a good challenge for us. But I just want to see us play well. I want to see us play with energy every day on the field, every inning of the whole weekend, all 27 innings. I want to see us continue to get better, play good team ball. I want to see us execute on offense, give us some really good pitching performances, and those guys that go out there step up and compete. And I want to see us play really steady defense, things we work on every day. So I just want to see an aggressive, enthusiastic, confident team that's on fire. And that's what gets me excited, and I think that's what gets our fans excited. And if we play like that, we've got a chance to win. So looking forward to it.
Who are the main guys who have impressed you in the bullpen right now, kind of on this late innings?
We've got a lot of question marks there too. It's one of those things where Joseph Morfield's not 100% right now, so he's kind of out of the picture for the first weekend. Daniel Gossett's in the middle of it. Jonathan Meyer, Scotty Firth. Those guys are going to be playing a role for us. Mike Kent's been doing good for us. Clay Bates has been sharp for us. Patrick Andrews. Those are some of the guys that jump out at me right off the bat that I think got a chance to. Kevin Poley is going to get some innings this weekend. So these guys have been pitching well, and so I'm looking forward to these guys getting out on the field and help us in that role. Some of their roles may change as the season goes on, and some of them may be starters in the middle of the week, whatever, or weekend. So they all got to compete every time they go out there, regardless of what the role is right now.
How about closers? You got anybody that kind of stood out there that maybe you could put out there when the game's on the line?
Daniel Gossett might give him a chance to do that. I like his competitive spirit. He's a tough little guy, comes at you. Clay Bates done a nice job for us so far, so we'll probably spread that thing around a little bit for a little while, just try to find the right guy.
How close are you to the infield? Is it set or not?
That's pretty set right now for this weekend. I think we'll start behind the plate, Spencer Keyboom, third base Richie Schaefer, at shortstop we'll start Jason Stoltz, and over at the second base we'll start Jay Baum, freshman over there right now, and then at first base start Jonathan McGibbon. Phil Pohl will be probably our DH for Friday's game. Got to have him in the lineup somehow. He's a great competitor. And I mentioned the guys in the outfield, so we'll be mixing and matching a little bit all weekend long and trying to get those guys some experience over the weekend.
I know you're still playing with your lineup and all, and you won't have that, I guess, the game day. But as far as the bats go, how do they go? How's that looked in practice, and what do you expect out of your offense? Inter-squatting is really tough. Well, it's if you hit the ball well, you're worried about your pitching, and if your pitching's really good and you don't hit, you're worried about your hitting. So it's tough to be happy. The only thing that I'm looking forward to right now is I look forward to our pitchers going out there and doing what they've been doing. They've been pitching pretty well. I think we've got to shore up our defense and play a little better defense than we've been playing in our scrimmages. And offensively, I've seen pieces of us being a good offensive team. But we just have to do all the little things right. We've got to get our bunts down. We've got to move runners around. We've got to move up on balls on dirt. We've got to run the bases aggressively. We've got to do the little things that make a big difference in scoring the runs that when we have guys in scoring position, we've got to get them in.
How much anticipation is there just to play someone else, get away from these inter-squad games?
We're really getting tired of playing ourselves, to be honest with you. I think I can see it in the players, the coaches. We're all anxious to see someone else. I think we're excited about Friday without question. We're looking forward to opening day. People are supposed to have pretty good weather. Everything's lining up where the temperature's going to be a little bit better, and these kids are looking forward, regardless of what it is. What the weather is or anything. That doesn't matter to us right now. We're just interested in playing somebody else and seeing if we can measure up.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.